Hello, Gemini. Welcome to June 2026, your Taccion Triage. So let's run a triage check on you. I really feel like you have had some issues with some distorted sense of intimacy. And I feel like you are breaking out of that Sagittarius, or not Sagittarius, excuse me. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Sagittarius. I just done their reading previous. But I feel like you are breaking out of some intimacy issues and some illusions with that, and what you might feel like that is maybe seeing that mirror to you externally, and you're going within yourself and you're reintegrating that sense of self, Gemini, and you are sort of stepping out of this illusion and you're finding intimacy in yourself. So, into me, I see. Okay. So, distorted sense of self and has to do with self intimacy. So we know that you are having some issues with somebody here and what you're sharing, if you're oversharing, and of course it's feeling a bit stuck. All right, or I keep wanting to say Sag. I'm so sorry. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Sagittarius very strongly. Just saying, Gemini. So let's see what's going forward here in the energy. Okay, so we already know that that's happening, but what's coming for you in the month of June as you deep dive into this intimacy in self? Okay, so you have okay, so that would be Leo. You have a Leo coming towards you. For some of you, there could be a wound from a Leo, okay, specifically speaking. Another Gemini. I kind of wanted to go backwards. We have a Sagittarius coming towards you. I told you had Sag in your energy. There's a Leo again, so I've got the moon in reverse. So Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius. Any other signs coming towards Gemini in the month of June? I feel like specifically there's a wounding. Also, I've got Pisces for you, Gemini. Okay. All right. So I feel like for you, Gemini, you are really having some sort of like understanding of a truth, and it's changing for you. Maybe that like I said, it has to do with one of the first relationships you got in, and sense of partnership, relationship, and intimacy. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of sudden shift or like transformation or change here that's coming in for you. It's been difficult. Like, I think things at work have been hard for you. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I feel like as I'm tapping your energy, like, work has been difficult. There's been a lot that you've had to do, a lot of leadership that you've had to give, a lot of needing you to have the answer. Let's say that, like, you have to have the answer to something here. I do feel like you're getting acknowledged for some sort of like overworking, or like some difficult or energy, or like something that you've done or created or made decisions on. Okay. I feel like you're not spending as much time at home, Gemini, or you're not spending as much time resting, or you're just tired. Okay. Just tapping your energy. I think you need to play more. You need to have like more of like resting period or resting time for yourself. I feel like just tapping your energy there. I told you need more rest. I feel like you're friggin' tired. I feel like you're tired. You're tired. So we know that you need rest. We know that, and I think for you, Gemini, like, the reason that you need this rest is so you can like slow down a little bit to go within yourself and find that sense of intimacy. Okay. Some of you guys might be having some really bizarre dreams too. Okay. Okay. Give me one on this I feel like some of you guys are considering whether to dissolve a partnership or a connection. This could be a work partnership, this could be a friendship, this could be a romantic partner. I don't know, or just heal from something. Maybe it's a past partner, okay? I'm not judging you. We've all done it. We've reflected upon the past because that is some of this energy. So, you're healing from something. You're understanding something from a different perspective here, but I do feel like moving forward in this energy, I feel like you definitely are finding a sense of intimacy within yourself, okay? You're shifting in what it is that you do or how you do it. It's it's expressed differently. Yeah, you're getting over something or something's completing. You're healing, you're releasing something here. You're kind of in the outs here on whether to end a connection or continue a connection. It's like you're not really sure yet. You don't have like all of the information on whether you need to, put something in. And I feel like this is split. I feel like, half of you are in a relationship where this person is not good and you're going to know that. And then half of you are in a relationship where you're feeling very split between home and work because you're really stepping up in business and work and things like that. Okay. But I feel like you're trying to honor something here, like put your whole self into it. I feel like there could be like a partner for you that is extremely supportive because you are at a crossroads in your life. Like you're needing some sort of like provision or some sort of like assist. And I feel like for some of you here, you definitely have like a partner, a family member, a friend that is coming forward and they're helping you in a time where it's like a lot is going on, a lot of transformation, and there's a lot of change, right? Especially with you. Somebody can see this won't resonate for all of you, but some of you can see that this person really can see into you and knows that you're going through this transition period and they are trying to help you. Okay? They are trying to help you. They're trying to help you grow. Help it grow, I heard. Fern Gully. They're trying to help you step into some sort of like aspiration or wish that you have here. And I feel like you will do that. I see this in the energy. I feel like in June, you're going to make a decision that changes some sort of future aspiration or future goal here. Now, some of you guys might be learning something new or taking on some sort of a position of leadership. Okay. Emperor. See what I mean? There's some sort of energy here where you're taking on some sort of leadership and you're completing like an old way. So let's take a look at this. Before I look at this, is there anything else that Gemini needs to know? You're alchemizing. I will tell you, if you've had anybody in your energy that's like stole your time, then I feel like that will be resolved, especially as you seek within yourself with um a sense of like intimacy. All right. Now, for some of you, if you have robbed someone of their time, you will have to pay that debt. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you might be, if you're a female, a feminine energy, you might become like the main lead in something here. And there's something with like some money and courthouse. So, like, I don't know if you're getting some sort of like payoff or there's something with money, courthouse, something like that. Maybe like a case is going in your favor. Hold on. Okay. So I feel like you certainly are going to get some sort of reciprocity or reciprocation on something, but this is for June for you. It's the Emperor, clad in full armor. It sits on his cube. He sits on his cube shaped throne. And I think some of you are breaking out of that illusion of the cube on what you need to share, you know, that what intimacy is, that might be the cube that he sits upon, and it really lines you up for an amazing future here. But he sits on his cube-shaped throne at the mouth of the cave. The throne is weathered, the ram's head on either side worn smooth over the ages. Above his right hand floats an orb of pure gold, and in his left hand he holds a golden ankh. Okay. Between them, the sun face is etched in gold on his armored breastplate. The emperor's crown is iron, bearing the symbol for Mars. Deep lines are etched on his face, which express both strength and care, for his responsibilities are great. I told you you're stepping into like some sort of a leadership here, and I feel like it's some sort of like a boss or supervision role, because it seems like you have a bunch of people around you that are like coworkers or children or something like that. I do feel that. The emperor differs from his empress in the domain of their realms. Now, for some of you, you're just looking for an emperor or an empress, you know. She is the nurturer of life, ever renewing in the endless cycle. And thus, for her, the present moment is key. He looks towards the future, both immediate and long term. Excuse me. Immediate and long term. The emperor builds things to last beyond his lifetime. When this card comes up, consider your legacy. And maybe you are. How would you like to expand your influence, and what do you want to leave behind? And I feel like that's precisely what you're doing here. You are moving towards the future with the awakener here. Okay. And you're really in this energy after seeking this intimacy within self. And to me, I see of what it is that you want to leave legacy wise in the future here. And I feel like you're putting full energy into that. And there's a lot of reciprocity. Okay. I will say that I feel like you are really trying to put a lot of energy into this legacy, because I do have Aries 5th, Uranus, and 11th. Okay. You're really wanting to feed that future energy and future aspirations. And there's going to be sudden shifts there. And I think some of those are going to happen in, June. But yes, I feel like for you, June is about leadership and legacy towards the future and really aligning that energy. All right. And so that's what you got to look forward to in June, Gemini. So comment below, let me know what it is that you find when you find that intimacy within yourself, and what relationships, whether it's work, romantic relationships, that you feel was sort of a cube, or like a cube to intimacy, people not seeing you or sharing with you or giving you the intimacy that is truly aligned with you. Okay. I love you, Gemini. And until next time, stay in your tachyon mind. Peace. I love you guys.